Naan Sigappu Manithan 2014 film. Naan Sigappu Manithan transl. I Am a Red Man is a 2014 Tamil language action thriller film directed by Thiru and produced by UTV Motion Pictures. Co-produced by Vishal. The film stars himself in the leading role with Lakshmi Menon and Ineya in supporting roles, while G.V. Prakash Kumar composed the film's music. The film deals with narcolepsy. It was released on 11 April 2014. It is dubbed into Hindi as Pyaar Reloaded and also in Telugu as Indhrudu. The movie was remade in Odia in 2017 as Shiva Not Out. The movie was declared as commercial success. Plot: in the middle of the night, Vishal, accompanied by his two friends Sathish Jagyan and Karuna Sundar Ramu, purchase a gun illegally from a local gangster. Back home, Induran stares at his wish list and recalls his past. Since childhood, Induran has been suffering from narcolepsy, a rare disorder which makes him fall asleep whenever his emotions reach an extreme and hinders him from living an ordinary life. He needs to be accompanied all the time. Companies hesitate to hire him, although he has excelled in academics, and he cannot impregnate women since he would fall asleep during sex. However, he can still hear whatever is being said when he is sleeping. Induran creates a list with 10 goals that he wants to achieve on his own. One day, he ventures out alone, which was one of his goals. When he is almost hit by a vehicle while crossing the road, his fear mounts, and he falls asleep in the middle of the road. A passerby male Sammy makes him pose as an orphaned corpse and gathers money from onlookers for his burial. Mira Lakshmi Menon, who passes by, takes pity and shells out almost 5 grand. She later meets Induran in a mall and falls unconscious upon seeing him alive. After clearing up the misunderstanding, they start dating and fall for each other. Mira makes one of Induran's dreams come true, i.e. getting a kiss from a beautiful woman by kissing him, but her father Jayaprakash opposes their marriage as Induran cannot give birth to a child. Mira urges Induran to find a way how he could stay awake. It dawns on Induran that he had never fallen asleep while taking a shower. Believing that her father will accept Induran only when his potency is proved, Mira and Induran have sex underwater in their pool, resulting in Mira becoming pregnant. On a late-night drive, Mira and Induran find themselves in an under-construction bridge. Their car is hit by another, and the shock makes Induran doze. Mira is brutally attacked and raped by 4 thugs. Induran can hear the entire incident but remains asleep, and sheds a tear for being helpless. Mira falls into a coma, and her baby gets aborted. A heartbroken Induran vows to exact revenge on the perpetrators. The narrative moves back to the present. Deciding to avenge all by himself, Induran fails to testify to the police. He begins to question people who knew Mira. Inquiring Mira's friends, Induran first suspects Karthik Rishi, a rich but ill-mannered guy whose marriage proposal was rejected by Mira. Induran confronts him, but he denies any knowledge about the incident, even offering to help Induran if required. Induran comes to know that the sound of the sudden obstacles make him sleep. To prevent this, he buys a portable audio player and uses it with full volume. He stays awake a full night and tries to control his sleep by standing between 2 loud trains with the audio player playing at full volume. After obtaining control, Induran gets information from a sympathetic police officer regarding rape cases to find a lead. Induran remembers that it was 4 people, with one of them named Sekar, and Sekar's ringtone, while the police finds out that the offenders rode a red car. Induran stumbles upon a red car in a petrol bunk and inquires the driver, who claims that the car was with a mechanic named Sekar on the day the crime took place. At the workshop, he spots the mechanic who tries to abscond, recognizing Induran, and a chase ensues, leading them to a building under construction. Informed by Sathish, Karna arrives there and kills Sekar. He then slits himself and is admitted for treatment. Karna then recollects. Married to Karuna for 2 years, Kavitha Ineya was dissatisfied with her drunkard husband. She begins an affair with Aravind Chethanu, a rich friend of Karuna. He spends a lot of money on buying her expensive gifts. Indhuran gains knowledge of this and advises Kavitha against it. It turns out that Karuna, to realize his ambitions of running a business in the US, had been using his wife to manipulate Aravind. Citing Indhuran's confrontation, Kavitha bluffed to Aravind that if Karna gets to know about the affair, he would kill them both. Them both. She suggested that the only way to solve it once and for all is to arrange the amount of 20 million that Karna needs to settle in the States. With him gone, they could enjoy being together. Aravind agreed to finance Karna out of his lust for her. Later, when Karna and Kavitha are celebrating their success, Indhuran drops by unexpectedly. They mess up, Indhuran suspects them and informs Aravind, who confronts the couple. When Aravind realizes that he had been cheated, he hits Kavitha in a fit of rage, and she dies. Infuriated, Karna retaliates and kills Aravind. Karna arranges for disposing of them with the help of the thugs and lies to Indhuran that Kavitha has eloped with Aravind. Since he assumed that Indhuran was responsible for Kavitha's death, the remaining thugs insist Karna to bring Indhuran to the same place where Sekar was killed. Finding out that it was Karna who had killed Sekar, they beat him up. One of Thug Gunna stabs Karna with a pen on his knee and throws him down. Another thug and removes the audio player from Indhuran, who gets an adrenaline rush and dozes off. While the thugs are assaulting him, one of them breaks a water pump, which splashes water all over and awakens Indhuran. He kills them all except Karna. Indhuran tells that he had seen Karna killing Sekar. When Indhuran questions Karna as to why he sent thugs to attack Meera, Karna angrily tells him that it was revenge for Kavitha's death, which was caused by Indhuran telling Aravind the truth. Karna angrily attacks Indhuran and Indhuran retaliates back, hitting Karna violently. Despite feeling bad for his friend and hesitant to kill him due to their close friendship, he remembers Meera and kicks Karna into a steel construction bar, killing him. With all his wishes fulfilled, Indhuran has a new wish that he would make Meera recover soon. The final scene shows Indhuran hugging Meera, who is tearful hearing him, which shows that she is definitely recovering. Cast, production, and distribution. Vishal announced that director Thiru would direct a film under his production house in June 2013, and that Jai would play the lead role in the film. However, in October 2013, Jai announced that his schedules were busy, and thus Vishal himself opted to play the lead role in the film. Lakshmi Menon was selected to play the lead heroine. The film began production on 29 November 2013, and it was announced that Ineya was added to the cast to play another leading female role. Star Vijay bought the satellite rights. Soundtrack. The soundtrack album was composed by G.V. Prakash Kumar. All lyrics are written by Matthew Kumar. Critical reception. The film opened to positive reviews from critics, many praising Vishal's performances, screenplay, fast-paced narration, while some criticized its second half, which was apparently vulgar to them. Bharadwaj Rangan of The Hindu wrote, "The hero is a narcoleptic, and this aspect is not just a cool marketing gimmick. It has been integrated into the very fiber of the film." Sci-Fi stated, Thiru is able to make an engrossing actor-driven entertainer without any superhero gimmicks. Naan Sigappu Manithan is a gripping entertainer, which is not run-of-the-mill. Siddharth Srinivas of Cinemalad gave 3.5/5 and concluded, "Vishal sleeps. You want it." The Times of India gave it 3/5 and wrote, "There is intelligence in this script, but Thiru slips quite a bit in the second half as he goes for one twist too many in explaining why Meera is attacked. What we are left with is a feeling of mild discontent, as a promising premise is compromised for a generic revenge drama." Rediff gave 3/5 and stated, Naan Sigappu Manithan is a riveting revenge drama with an honest narrative, excellent performances and many entertaining twists and turns. One India rated the film 3/5 and called it an edge-of-the-seat entertainer and a perfect commercial film for all classes. Anupama Subramanian of the Deccan Chronicle gave 3/5 and wrote, "Overall, a gripping entertainer with an unusual theme." Indie Aglitz gave 2.75/5 and concluded, "A fair entertainer that loses the steam through the second half." Behindwoods gave it 2.75/5 stars and stated, "Despite minor moments where the script deviates from its USB, Naan Sigappu Manithan pulls through as a pretty tense drama that ticks the commercial requirements." Ian's gave 2.5/5 and wrote, "NSM stands testimonial to the fact that a simple story that has been milked dry over the years can still be narrated in myriad engaging ways. One such way is what we see in this film, which is not an exceptional thriller, but definitely has the potential to keep you hooked." Hindustan Times gave 2/5 and stated, "Despite a novel subject, Naan Sigappu Manithan fails to deliver." Bharath Vijaykumar of Moviecro gave 2.75/5 and concluded, "NSM has a neat first half and a decent second half, with disconnect between the two halves." Box office. The film opened magnificent response at the box office by collecting 12.14 crore in its first day. The film grossed 30.1 crore in its first weekend despite having competition from Telugu film. The film grossed 3.52 crore in Chennai first week. According to traders, the film grossed 95 crore worldwide in its final collection. The film declared super hit at the box office. The film became a hat-trick hit for Vishal, as well as Thiru.